Yeah, it's having trouble. Can you get it? Hopefully I'm live and you can see me. Yep, great. Okay, we had a little problem there at the beginning. Okay, we'll get started. Okay, thought I was live. I wasn't. Okay, we'll start again. It's Denise. Good afternoon from Israel. Good morning to everybody in the States. I'm so glad you joined me today for stretch class. Hopefully we won't have any lag time. Hopefully you can hear me well. If the music's a little too loud, just send a message. Megan's kind of taking care of all of that for me. She will let me know if that's a problem. Okay, so before we get started, a couple of things. Make sure you have your resistance band or your yoga strap, a chair nearby if you would like that nearby for balance, and your yoga mat, and a yoga block for some of the exercises if you want to modify. I will give you modifications and then I will take it up a notch for you on a couple of some of the exercises or most of them. Listen to your body. Don't overstretch. You should not feel any pain. You should feel the stretch, but you shouldn't feel any pain throughout. So if you're feeling something, pull back. If something doesn't feel comfortable for you, you don't have to do that stretching. You do those modifications. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to bring my chair back so hopefully you can see my feet here. Okay, so we're going to start hip width apart, tailbone to the floor, zipping up a coat, so it's like elongating that spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone, one straight line. Roll those shoulders back and down. I'm going to start with the head, then we're going to go to the hands and wrists, and then we're going to go to the feet and work the way up the body. Okay, so turn to the right and hold the stretch. And center. And left. And center. One more time, each side and right. And center and left. And center. And coming down, looking down at the floor, chin to chest, taking our time. Don't rush it. And slowly looking up to the ceiling, eyes to the ceiling, chin on the diagonal towards the ceiling. Don't throw your head back. And slowly bring your head down, chin to chest again. And slowly looking up. And back to center. Now ear to shoulder, chin to opposite armpit. You can hold it here, making sure both shoulders are down. You can push that away. And center. Other side, same thing. I'm just going to push it away. That feels so nice. And center. One more time each side. And center last time. And center. We're going to actually start with the wrist circling around slowly. And reverse. And palms down, arms straight ahead, and palms up. This is your modification. And you should feel that stretch if you're really flexing. The other thing you can do is just a slight pressure. And then slight pressure on the feet. All those pressures are just slight pressures, not a lot of pulling and last time. Good. Going to the feet. Now this is where that chair comes in handy if you want it for balance. That core is engaged throughout. Shoulders are rolled back nice and tall. And pushing the floor away with the ball of your foot and taking a walk in place. Hands can go on hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it there. The chair is there if you need it. You can prop the big toe on the floor as you circle at the ankle slowly. This is your modification. Or stop here. You can pick it up and slowly bring it around. So this is coming from the ankle and not from the knee. Okay, so you're feeling that in the ankle area. And switching sides and modification. So that leg's going to move a little bit more by propping the foot and other way. And down we go. Now, Pointing and flexing. As we point, you can tap the floor with your big toe and flex, bring that heel down. Or you can just pick up that foot and balance on that supporting leg. Think of coming over the foot as you point and underneath, really through the heel as you stretch and flex it. Point and flex. One more time. And switch. And think of pushing the floor away with the flat foot. And point up and over and flex. Point and flex. Keep going. And one more time. There we go. And step together. Let's stay hip width apart for right now. And from here, I'm going to turn sideways. You don't have to. I'm going to bend that knee. I'm going to have a straight leg here. I'm push back into my glute. Hand on that bent knee. And keeping my belly bent to my spine. Tailbone back. Chest lifted. Head in line with the spine. So I'm looking down at the floor. And I'm getting that glute area behind here. And switch. And same thing, only this time coming to the side. So we're pushing the hip to the side and getting the side, the outside of the leg, outside of the glute area, that knee glute, and switch. Should feel really nice. Standing up nice and tall. Let's go into our runner's lunge. Again, I'm going to go into a profile position and stepping flat foot down on the floor and leaning forward, really pushing the floor away with that heel. One line, crown of the head to the tailbone, looking forward and hold it here. Picking up that heel, very vertical, coming into my lunge position, pushing my hips forward. I'm feeling that on the quad very nicely here. And stepping back into our runner's lunge. Stepping that back leg in just a little bit, flex the front foot, tailbone to the back of the room is kind of lifted, keeping the chest lifted, and you're getting a stretch on the other leg in the front, back behind that calf a little bit. If you would like to, you can always hold on to that foot, pull back slightly. Let's stay right here. It doesn't have to be giant. And if the chair is nearby, mine's behind me, you can hold on to that chair as well. Let's go to the other side. Again, runner's lunge. And up we go into our lunge position. Hips forward, belly button to spine. So that tailbone's tucking under right here. And back into that runner's lunge. And let's shift the weight, tailbone lifted. And again, if you want to bring it right here. And down we go. Coming up, I'm going to do one more thing for those feet. Actually, you're going to rock back and front, getting through your Achilles a little bit, and rock it. And this one's a nice one to hold onto the chair. I'm just rocking heel to toe, heel to toe. Good. Okay. Shoulder width apart, parallel. Tailbone back, inner thigh. Hold it here. Spine to protect that lower back. And up and over, other side. And up we go, that feels so nice. And parallel, elbows up. We're going to get a little core work here. Yeah, twist. And I'm moving the leg with me, but you can feel it right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, we're going to turn it out into a V, shoulder width apart again. Tailbone to the floor on those plies. We've talked about that. Flatten your thighs, knees over, big toe, second toe. We're going to inhale as we bring the arms up in front of the forehead, so not pulling back, right here, and in front of the ears, and then exhale as we come down and take your time. And exhale. And it doesn't have to be as deep as mine. When you start feeling the inner thighs, the glutes working as you're coming up, that's as far as you need to go. And 4 more. 4. Exhale. Now on this last one, we're going to come up and we're going to hold it down. Hold it down right here and hold. Engage your core. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and up we go. From here, turning into our warrior 2, parallel the left leg, keeping the right leg opened up, flat inner thigh, hips forward, knee over ankle, pushing the floor away with the feet, shoulders down, reach, and then stretch. Try to bring that shoulder down away from your ear, and open and close. Following the hand, and your hand can come to your knee, can come to your calf, can come to the floor, whatever works for you. And up we go, parallel, switching sides, hips forward, reaching out, shoulders down, reach. The chair's gonna just keep being in my way as I go. Lovely stretch. And open and close. And all of these stretches should feel so good. It's a great way to wake up and get going in the morning. And also, you can always come back and do the stretches before bed as well. So, last one. And up we go. Stepping together, hip width apart. From here, we're going to bring our arms up. Stretching up. One of my favorites. Tuck the tailbone under, belly button to spine. Round the back. Shoulders down, chin to chest, and hold that stretch. And bring those arms up, straighten everything. So the tailbone isn't back here, tailbone down here. Now, tuck it under and stretch it one more time. And back up we go. And bringing it down. We're going to get a little tricky, adding more elements. We're going to cross in front, or you can bring it behind actually. I'm going to bring my arm in front. Chair is needed. Otherwise, we're going to stretch to the side. Make sure that shoulder isn't up. Pull it down and stretch. You can look up at the ceiling. So that's your modification. The hands down and switching sides and reach. Jerry can move like that. I lose my balance as well occasionally. Oh, that feels nice. Okay, then let's get the shoulders a little bit. So roll the shoulders back and to the front. Now one at a time, and my knees are soft here. So I'm not standing up nice and tall. I've just got to slightly bend instead of here, just a little bit and forward. And from here, bring the arms forward, taking our time, so we're not going really, really fast. And 4 more, 3, 2, and reverse, and back. 2, 3, 4, good. Last one here. Then from here, shoulder down, pat yourself on the back. This is your modification. Slightly moving over, and you're getting that shoulder, or from here across, down, and get that stretch. And let's switch sides. I'll start with that modification. Give myself a pat on the back, or I'm bringing it across so that shoulder's not up here. Bring it down. Keep the tension out of that neck as well. And bring it down. Let's get our triceps. Again, here's our modification. Just gentle push on that tricep back. Otherwise back here, making sure that the tailbone is in here. Tuck that tailbone to the floor. Elongate the spine. Let's hip width apart. Turn our head and get a stretch to the side as well. Oh, that feels nice. And open up. Modification, other side. We're taking it up. Turning your head and that's a nice stretch. And down you go. And then just wiggle everything around for just a second. Okay, so another stretch that we're going to do before we go to the floor is one where I'm going to give you a couple of options, okay? So I'm going to turn to the side. Okay, I'm parallel, feet flat on the floor. You can't see my feet right now, but hopefully they come back here. Then you're going to bend flat back. My head's in line with my spine. Then I'm going to straighten those legs slightly and keep that back flat, looking down at the floor. You're going to feel that stretch. I'm sitting back into what would be like a squat position and a flat back. So I'm not rounding it. The shoulders are down, belly button to spine, okay? This is if you're feeling really balanced. And again, you can always use a chair here to come bend and then straighten. There is a first modification, okay? Second is right here. The third, if you're feeling it. Okay, so palms on the floor in front of you. Same with, and then straighten that back. So I'm not going with the flat back here and bending it over. So if you're, I don't want you to get dizzy, go modified or straight out. We're just gonna do one more here. And then you'll feel that all the way up. And bend, and straighten. Everybody bend, sitting back, hands on thighs. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. So that you still get that same stretch if you keep that flat back. Okay, now we're going to go down to the floor. So we just took it up a little bit there. You can put the chair away. This is where you might need your yoga block. Okay, from here, you can cross your legs. You can go into a figure four as well if that feels a little bit better. Actually, do go into your figure four and you can sit on that yoga block. Flex that foot. Now, here's where we're going to work the shins a little bit. Pointing the toe. This is your modification. Pointing the toe, and if you want to put just a little pressure on the foot, you can, and flexing it up. Okay, that's one option. The other is putting that band around, and you can cross it and point, getting that resistance, and flex. And point, and flex, and point, and flex. A few more. Last one. And switch. So you have your options. So I'm going to go into my figure four. My leg is parallel right in front of me. So from hip to my feet, one line, sitting up nice and tall. You don't have to use that band. And point. And flex. Again. Flex. Two more. And last one. Nice. Okay, you can put the band away for right now. From here, we're going to sit up nice and tall. And what we're going to do is breathe in. Exhale. Fingertips at the temple. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Holding up on the lower thigh around the spine. Another nice back one. Belly button to spine. Shoulders away from the ears. And neutral spine. Again, breathe in. Exhale. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, round the back, chin to chest, around the spine. And one more time, neutral spine, and breathe in. Exhale. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, and around. And back to neutral spine. Okay. Figure four. Again, this time opening up like you're coming into a V. Turning the body. This is your modification. So your foot is flexed. Walk to where you feel the stretch and hold on. Doesn't matter where it is. Gaze is down. This is first option. Second option, if you're feeling stretched and you're used to stretching, you can have a slight bend in the knee and turn, same thing. You're going to walk it out, but you're in that V position, okay? So wherever you feel that stretch, looking down at the leg, hold it there. I'm going to come back to that modified as well. Walk it back, nice and tall to the front, palm up, reaching to the side, shoulder down, And kind of bring the shoulder back, look up at the ceiling if you can. That's your modified, taking it up. You do not have to. I'm just giving you options. And up we go. Modified, turning towards that leg and walking it out and holding it. So it's a flat back. I'm not rounding and bringing my head down, leading with my chin and my chest. And if you're full out here with me, make sure both of your sits bones, your seats on the floor. And walk it back. Same thing, palm up, reaching up and over, looking up at the ceiling. Or you can bring it in, I'll modify it as well. And keeping that foot flexed. And up we go. Okay, from here, this is actually one of my favorites. Actually, I'm gonna reverse. Okay, before we go into one of my favorites, come to butterflies. We haven't done these. Don't pull the feet up. Lightly hold on to the ankles, sitting down, and just butterfly. Now, instead of rounding over, shoulders down, hinge forward to where you feel the stretch. Don't overstretch. Hold it here. And come back again, butterflies. And hold, hinging forward, looking at the floor. And back up one last time, butterflies. And hinge it forward. And back up we go. Now this one, I do like, is one of my favorites. It's definitely a dance one, but it's going to open everything up in the hip flexors and through the pelvic area. Stay in that butterfly position. You're going to come down to the floor, okay? As you come down, you bring your head down, totally relax, but just let the legs open up, and you're going to feel that stretch. And it doesn't have, you're not flopping your knees to the floor. Gently stay in that position, but don't arch the back up. Just relax into the mat. My head's up, but yours shouldn't be because I'm talking to you. But keep the soles of the feet together in that frog position. The arms can be down to your side. And just hold it there. And bring those legs together. From there, you can stay on the floor. This can be with your resistance band. We've been doing this since I started going online with the classes, or if you've had my classes in one of the gyms. We're going to do the band, but I'm going to give you the option of no band at all. So left leg foot is going to be on the floor. Right leg, I'm going to bring it up, bring that band around the arch of my foot and hold it here. If you don't have the band, just hold on to that leg, hold it here. So I'm going to do my right leg modified. So I'm mirroring you right now. And then bring that knee into the chest. Then extend both legs and keep that foot flexed on top. And we're going to go into our windshield wipers. So as you cross, if you don't have that band for support, I'm holding onto that leg and then switching sides as I hold onto the leg on the other side. Otherwise, you have your resistance band as you do your windshield wipers. Keeping my foot flexed. Now, this next time, as we're going to open, and then when we bring the leg across, we're going to hold it. And bring it across and hold it right here. So I'm still holding on to that leg because I'm modifying it with no band. Looking up at the ceiling, or you can take it up a notch and turn your head the other way, look the other way. And then open up, arm out, same thing. I need a little bit more room. And bringing that leg in, band comes up, bring both legs in. From here, you hold on to below your on the calf and around. Turn the top and the other way. Now you know how to do a modified. This time I'm going to use the band. So, switching sides, laying down flat on the floor, get a nice stretch. And just breathe. And knee into chest. Extend both legs. And going into our windshield wiper. So cross and open, taking your time. No rush. A few more. Now this time bring the leg across and hold. You can look up at the ceiling. Make sure that shoulders stay on the floor. You can look away. And open, same thing. Bring both legs in, bend that knee, take the band off, put it to the side, holding on below the knee and circling around, stirring the pot, and other way. Both feet on the floor, hip width apart. Remember, we have 3 different options here. Bringing that right leg over, keep the foot flexed. You can stay flat on the floor with the upper body. Slight push into the inner thigh here, or you can thread that needle, holding underneath the hamstring, keeping the upper body on the floor still. Last option, stay there if you feel comfortable. If you want to, you can always sit up. Palms of the hand down on the floor, sitting nice and tall, still getting that same stretch. So wherever it feels most comfortable for you. And let's switch legs. I'm going to come to the floor and do the second option. So you do the option that feels best for you, crossing over, staying here, or yourself in that sitting position, hold it here. Keep those feet flexed. Both feet down. Now, first option here, arms are going to be across at a T. You can keep your toes propped on the floor, or you can bring your legs up to table, knees over hips, and bring your legs to the right side of the floor. Okay. From here, it's going to be palms up, like opening and closing the book. You can, if that's a problem for you, just stay in that same stretch without using the arms, opening and closing. Last one. Now, as we switch sides, you can walk it over, you can bring those legs up, you come to the other side, holding it here. Head can look up at the ceiling or turn it to the opposite side, or follow that arm if you're opening and closing. Just bring the head looking straight up so you're not turning the head too much to that. Last one. Now what we're going to do here is close. We're in that fetal coming up. We're going to go to all fours to go into our cat-cow. Okay? So, flat palms, fingers spread, wrists under my shoulders, knees under my hips, head in line with my spine as I come up to cat and cow and cat and cow. Last time, and cat and cow and neutral spine. From here, just walk it out. I'm going to have you come to your stomach, and I'm going to stay up here. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows tucked in towards your ribs, feet flat on the floor, looking down, thinking of elongating the spine, belly bend to spine as you come up in a mini cobra. So just hold it here. Make sure the shoulders are here. Bring them back and down. Neck nice and long. Okay? Looking forward. And bring it down. We're going to do that one more time. And if you want to go a little bit higher, you can. It can be right here. Wherever it's comfortable for you in that cobra. I'm going to come up just a little bit higher. So I have not straightened my arms at all. Slight bend still. And down. Now from here, I'm opening my legs to hip width apart. Toes are going to be together here in a minute. My legs are wide. I'm going to walk it back, coming back, and sitting into my child's pose. So if you want to, you can come to all fours to modify Knees apart, toes together. Walk yourself back into your heels and then take a walk forward. So what I did before was kind of more advanced. Push your armpits into the floor. You can get your yoga block to put your forehead on if you want. Walk the hands over to the right side, left hand on the right. Getting a nice stretch on the left side of the back. Walk over to the other side, right hand on left. Feel that stretch on the right side. And walk back to center for one last stretch here in child's pose. And walk it back and have a seat on the floor for a second. We're going to go into happy baby minute. And then last part of the class, really going to relax. So coming down to the floor, you're going to start out, just bring your legs up. Open them, hip width apart, about shoulder width apart. Flex the feet, holding on underneath the knees, holding on to the toes. In the middle of the foot, wherever it works for you. And then you can pick your head up, chin to chest, as you rock side to side, giving your back a little massage. That should feel so nice. Last time. And bring everything down now. Arms over the head to the side, wherever it's comfortable for you, and stretch it out all the way from fingertips to toes, and then let it go. From here, palms up, and close your eyes. Just kind of move around for a minute, get in a very, very comfortable position. Listen to the music, and listen to the sound of my voice as we finish class with relaxation. Wipe your mind of any thoughts right now. Just go to your favorite happy place. Think of your mat. Yoga mat has a really nice body pillow. You're at the sand, on the beach, wherever it's comfortable for you. Close those eyes. And think of all of the tension draining out of your body from the bottom of your feet, toes, all the way up past your fingertips. And just breathe normally to start. Close those eyes and breathe. And let's let all tension go out of the toes. Past the feet. Past our ankles. Our feet should be heavy. Everything's draining out of your all tension. Let's go past our calves, our knees, and our thighs. They should weigh heavy into the floor, working with gravity. Now past our glutes, our lower back, our middle back, and our upper back. Then past our shoulders, our neck, and our head. Everything weighing heavy into the floor, all tension released. Past our arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers. And just breathe. I'm going to come down as well. And relax. Now, think of your ribs, your chest, your lungs are going to expand everything like a balloon. And as you inhale and as you exhale, everything contracts in. Inhale through the nose once and then out. Exhale, through the mouth. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now just breathe normally and slowly bend those knees coming on our side into our fetal position. And that top hand is going to be flat on the floor because you should be really relaxed. No rush. Slowly bring yourself up to a seated position. Put those legs where it's comfortable for you. Cross them straight. bend the knees if you want, kick your foot wherever it's comfortable for you. But then tailbone to the floor, zipping up the coat again. One long line, crown of the head to tailbone, roll those shoulders back. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great class. I hope to see you again next Friday. And tomorrow, please join me for Ballet for Fitness at 8 a.m. And you will need a chair, resistance band, light and medium weights, and water, and maybe a towel. You might get a little blowy, a little dewy. So hope to see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.